When you look at the landscape of high-level corporate advancement, there is a fundamental truth that many executives completely overlook. We have all heard the age-old phrase that success is entirely about who you know. But in the reality of high-stakes corporate governance, who you know is simply not enough. What truly matters, what separates long-term director from a temporary connection, is exactly how well you are known by those people. As professionals move up the ladder and reach for senior executive levels, a common myth begins to take hold. In these circles, networking is frequently looked at as a shortcut, a fast track to bypass traditional hurdles. There is a widespread assumption that if you just collect enough handshakes, business cards, and digital connections, doors will magically swing open for you. The reality inside the boardroom, however, is starkly different. Corporate boards do not care about a superficial list of contacts, they want far more than just your connections. A massive contact list does not protect a company during a crisis, nor does it guide strategic vision. What these governing bodies are actually searching for is something far rarer. They want predictable judgment under pressure. When the market is volatile, when public scrutiny is high, or when a company faces an existential threat, a board needs to know exactly how a leader will react. They need a track record that proves your decision making is steady, rational, and completely reliable when everything is on the line. Many professionals spend their entire careers operating under the illusion that more contacts automatically equate to more chances at success. They focus entirely on the breadth of the network, chasing numbers rather than substance, completely missing the true metric by which they are actually being evaluated. Because their priorities are different, corporate boards ask entirely different questions than standard executive recruiters. When your name is brought up for a highly coveted board seat, they do not ask how many people you know. Instead, they look at your core capabilities and ask, can this person handle deep ambiguity? Can they step into a highly complex, chaotic situation where there is no clear right answer and still find a path forward? The second question they ask goes straight to the heart of corporate governance. Will they hold leaders accountable? A board member cannot be a passive observer or a friend looking to protect the executive team. They must possess the professional courage and backbone required to challenge the C-suite and enforce strict accountability across the organization. This is exactly why generic name dropping completely fails in senior professional environments. Dropping high-profile names into a conversation does absolutely nothing to build genuine, sustainable trust. In fact, it often does the exact opposite, signaling a reliance on superficial alignment rather than proven personal capability. To understand why this is, you have to understand how a corporate board operates. Boards fundamentally see relationships as risk filters. When a current board member vouches for you, they are putting their own reputation on the line to filter out organizational risk. They are signaling to the rest of the room that you are a safe, competent, and highly strategic asset. Because of this, true quality relationships always come from depth, never from breadth. It is infinitely better to have a tiny handful of deeply rooted professional connections than a massive network of acquaintances. For a relationship to carry weight at the board level, the people in your network must be able to confidently say, I have seen exactly how this person thinks under pressure. Gaining that kind of advocacy is not something you can fast track over a casual coffee meeting or a brief digital introduction. This level of professional trust takes repeated, long-term exposure to your real-world judgment. People have to watch you navigate problems, make tough calls, and defend your positions over time before they can truly vouch for your mind. When you break down how trust and authority are built at the highest levels, there are 4 distinct paths that matter. First, your credentials. Your degrees, certifications, and past titles are important, but they only show entry-level legitimacy. They prove you are qualified to enter the conversation. Second, there is visibility. Building a public profile and being active in your industry helps with brand recall. It ensures people remember your name. But visibility alone does not build deep professional trust. Third, real trust is forged within a small, highly intimate inner circle. It is this tight knit network of deep relationships that generates the authentic advocacy needed to secure a director's seat. Ultimately, corporate boards trust those who possess a proven ability to reduce uncertainty. In a corporate world filled with volatile markets and unpredictable variables, the ultimate value you can bring to a board is a steady hand and a clear mind that lowers the company's overall risk profile. Therefore, if you are actively aiming for a board seat, it is time to pause and deeply reflect on your current professional positioning. Do not just keep collecting contacts. Stop and ask yourself two vital questions. Who has actually seen my professional judgment in action? And where is my governance thinking explicitly proven? Always remember this core distinction as you build your career strategy moving forward. Who you know will always open doors for you, but it is how well you are known by those people that will ultimately keep you inside. Who you know opens doors, but how well you are known keeps you inside. If you are ready to build real depth in your executive network, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.